Hello, and welcome back to Get Inspection Ready. My name is Vanessa Dooley. I am the founder of Jigsaw Early Years Consultancy, as well as the podcast host for Get Inspection Ready. I hope you are all good. So we are trialing out a new way of recording our podcasts. I'm hoping you're liking them. Let me know. Let me know if you're not. Let me know either way. So so what I did is I reached out to a number of people, and this is where if you're listening to this and you'd like to get involved, then please do this and ask them to audio voice message me some questions, burning questions that they had to ask. Ask anything regarding early years, regarding inspections, regarding quality, regarding children, regarding activities, all of those things. And so each podcast is going to have 3 different questions, and one of those questions might be the questions that you ask. So let's go and have a little sneaky listen for the first question. And the first question is going to come from Ria and her team.
Vanessa, second question. If I wanted to look to open a setting, where would I start? And what would I look at to open my first setting? Whether that'll be a preschool setting or a nursery setting.
Okay, so let's think about this question from Ria. So she is talking about if you want to open a setting, what is it that you should be looking for in before you open a setting? There are a number of things that I would suggest you do. The first thing I would do is suggest to check out your local authority. Ring up the local authority, wherever you are situated, and ask them about sustainability. Ask them about whether there is a need basically for a new setting, whether it's a preschool or it's a day nursery in your area, because they will have all of those figures. They will have all of those figures to actually see how many day nurseries, how many preschools are in the area, are they full, because these are the things that they are researching all of the time. So that would be another thing that you need to be thinking about. Another thing that you would need to think about is market research. So again, go and look, get a map out and place where you ideally want a setting, or you've got a property where you want to find a setting, or if you've already got it, that building there, then go and plot round all of the other settings and do some market research. So go and do what we would class as a SWOT analysis. So think about your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities and your threats. Now these are the settings that will be your threats. So what you need to do is you need to find out more about those threats to make them your opportunities. So thinking about do some cold calling. Ring them, ask them, do they have availability for a baby? Do they have availability full time? Do they have availability for a child with additional needs? All of those types of things. Go and ring. You don't have to tell them who you are. You don't. Make it up. We used to get cold callers all of the time back in the day, and I used to be cold callers back in the day too, just to find out about the competition. Find out as well what their strengths and weaknesses are, because what their weaknesses are could be your strength. So say you've got a setting that doesn't have much outdoors. Well, actually, you need to think, if they've got not much outdoors, we need to make one that's got a bit of outdoors, or better than what they have, because actually that is our unique selling point. So first of all then is thinking about, go to your local authority, check out whether there is a sustainable need for a setting in that area. And the other thing is to do some market research about what it is that the other settings have, whether they're full and all of that. And I would say that is the first point of call when it comes to if you're thinking about opening up a setting and you've got an idea where it is. So I hope that helps that question. Thank you for the question. That was a really a good one. That is something that brought back things many years ago that I used to set up settings, and going to do all of that market research and talking to about the local authority about sustainability was really, really key, really key. So yeah, I hope that helps with that one. So let's go to the next question.
Hey Vanessa, we have a question for you. We wondered, what are your thoughts on the new report card, please, and how do you think this would work? Thank you.
So the next question came from Sue about the new consultation about the new report cards that have been used at the present with schools and going under review. So almost we have the chance from now until April to actually give our voice, give an opinion. Now, one of the things that I can see from we're looking at these report cards, and this is something that I'm not too sure how I feel about it. However, I do use it. So what I'm seeing from these report cards is that they are graded in colours. So they might not be graded in words, but they're graded in colours. So red, obviously you know what that's going to mean. Amber means you need some work on, and green is going to be fine. Absolutely, you've got it spot on. But actually, even still, that gives me and I know that would give you guys listening to this probably a sense of anxiety of having that grading with it. And some of those proposals, and I'm going to read this. So some of the proposed evaluation areas for early years providers is one is about leadership and governance, okay, which is something that we talk about in our new A to Z book. Something we talk, the other thing is we in the evaluation areas, the proposed evaluation areas is achievement. The other one is curriculum. The other one is teaching. The other one is behaviour, attitudes and establishing routines. One is children's well-being and welfare. One is inclusion and one is safeguarding. So those are the proposed evaluation areas that they're saying that they are considering. But you've got to remember the consultation is now open, okay? And it's a 5-point scale that they're trying to do, and what they've done is they've taken some of the things that they've raised or they've listened to in the big listen, and this is where they're going to introduce from the new Ofsted report card, where they're saying it gives parents detailed views of details information about the standards of the setting, and it's replacing the single word judgment with a 5-point grading scale for each of those areas that I just talked about. But there is a new top one that says exemplary grade to help raise standards. Now, isn't exemplary the same as outstanding? It's like we've just replaced one word with another word and actually given it colours. Yeah. So I'm not too sure about how it's going to be, but if we don't raise our concerns or have a voice, because now we've got a voice on the new consultation, and we'll put the link in the show notes for you. You've got until April 25 to have a voice basically about this. So please go and have a voice. So that is something that Sue asked about the new grading and the new report card. So I hope that helps some of you that listen to this. And one final question, and that one final question is coming from Scallywags, and let's have a listen and then I can answer it for you.
Hi Vanessa, I just have a question. So our curriculum is a child-focused approach. It's not so much of a long written document, but what would we do if the inspector didn't understand this?
Okay, so let's just confirm what Scallywags are asking. They've got a really curriculum which is based child focused. It's really child focused. It's their voice, children's focus. What is the question was? So let's confirm that question. Is what is it? What would it happen? What do we need to do if the inspector didn't understand their curriculum? And this is a really key one. It is up to you to have a clear understanding of the impact that you're making on those children. And if those children are making good progress from start to finish, where they are now, and there's a journey and it's sequenced, if they're making a good, clear progress in their development and learning, your inspector cannot and will not say that your curriculum is wrong, because there's no negative impact. What you are doing is correct. You are focusing around the child, you're focusing around the children, you're focusing around their children and their interests and their what they want to learn. And what you're doing is you just got to demonstrate it to your inspector that what is it that you are achieving and the impact that you're making. And if there is no negative impact and there is no missing gaps in learning and children are not getting missed out and there's no invisible children, your inspector cannot say anything. It's all about being clear, concise and sequenced. So if you're teaching a child something, then say to the inspector, and from then we want to teach this. This is where we want to go with this, and this is what we're going to be doing with the children. So I hope that helps with these 3 questions. Let me know your thoughts, and yeah, I will see you next week, hopefully. Let me know how you get on. Please remember to subscribe. Please remember to share. We love the fact that you're listening to our podcast, and you know, we've done 180 of them. We haven't stopped. We have not stopped. And if there's one thing that we can say is that we've been consistent, and that is exactly what we do. And we hope that those golden nuggets of information really help you in your setting. So I will see you next week. Take good care and enjoy whatever you're doing.